Really? You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'll share my screen and we can start working our way through this. This comes by way of our friend Alaska Sound Guy, Alex. He's up in Alaska, of all places.
Hence, Alaska Sound Guy.
He does sound and
Alaska.
on-premise sound stuff.
Yes.
Shout out to Alex.
Yes.
So Kendall Ford of Anchorage has gotten some pretty much like base F-150s
Yes.
on their lot.
Yeah. Scroll down a little bit.
They put in the notes here, selling price includes additional dealer markup of $19.95.
Okay.
The price is listed at $75,659. So you know what I thought? Let me click on this beautiful view window sticker button.
Yes.
Drum roll, please.
Oh, scroll down because there's this total savings. Oh, so it's really got an MSRP of $60,215, but it's only got an additional dealer markup of $19.95. How'd they get it to $75,000?
So this is what's really broken right about now, and like the whole car search process is like in the dealer notes, it's gonna say like markup, which is transparent and good. And honestly, you know what? Kudos to Kendall. They're saying, you know what? Screw it. You can know that we're marking this thing up $15,000, like on a freaking base F-150, a prior model year base F-150. That's insane.
You got to be kidding me when you do stuff like that. You really do.
So on the opposite end of the spectrum, we had a second story that is like, to me, quite frankly, a bit more egregious. Like the $15,000 that we're trying to get on a new car that's like super in demand. Not that we condone it, but like we get it. It's supply, it's demand. Thomas Zadinsky in the chat says, "Great, Thomas, we're gonna show you.
We're gonna show
you great.
Great.
This is really effed up." Hi Zach. I can buy my Cadillac XT5 at the end of my lease in December for $21,672.45, which is an excellent price. Yes, because the residual value was set
when he signed for the car as a percentage of the original MSRP of the vehicle at the time that he signed for the car.
Which obviously, used car prices are up 46%. It's worth a lot more than they thought it would be 3 years ago. Got it. The car only has 22,400 miles on it.
Yes.
Probably because he didn't drive it that much because we had COVID. Probably a 36,000 mile lease. Great. All the scheduled maintenance were done at the dealer. Here's the VIN. But I have a problem with the fees that the dealer wants to add to my purchase price.
So he should be able to purchase it for $21,672.45 plus the state sales tax or city or county tax if there is any, plus motor vehicle fees for title and registration.
Yeah, and let's be clear. Let's catch everyone up to speed if you're new to the show. When you lease a vehicle, you're essentially renting it from the leasing company. So the dealership sells the car to the leasing company.
Yes.
The leasing company and you have an agreement that you're going to make payments and drive it to the terms of the agreement. At the end of the agreement, you can either come back in and give them the car.
You can just turn it in.
You can turn it into the dealer.
Yes.
The dealer will take care of things. You could buy the lease out and you could do whatever you want. You could drive it some more or you could go sell it.
Yes.
And what we're recommending in this market is never turn it in because the residual value is 30 or 40 or 50% below what the car's worth right now.
Yeah, what the residual value is.
The process of actually buying your lease typically goes through the dealership because they handle all the paperwork.
They can help arrange the loan if you need a loan and things like that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy it through the dealership.
No.
And you're about to see here with Robert what some of our recommendations are because this dealership that he's gone back to, which is a Cadillac dealership, has added a $789 dealer fee.
Yes.
A $595 safety inspection fee that they say is, quote, mandatory for their liability.
Yeah.
A $1,200 certification fee. Isn't the safety inspection fee enough, as he says?
Yes.
And a $450 license plate fee.
Yeah.
Pops, I know you don't have your headphones on, but I'm going to play it.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
$3,000
worth of fluff.
Of fluff to just have the privilege of buying your car.
Yes. When I know when I was in Maryland and people wanted to buy out their lease, it was really pretty simple. They had before we could sell it, and today the rules have changed. You don't even need to do a Maryland state inspection on if somebody's buying out their lease anymore in Maryland. But in the past, you did. So that was a $99 charge to do the Maryland state inspection to make sure that it was roadworthy. and met the minimum standards set by the state of Maryland. And we would charge whatever the fees were to get a title and registration, because it's now just going in your name as opposed to the leasing company's name and your name. We wouldn't charge sales tax in Maryland because that had already been paid up front. And we would charge whatever our dock fee was at the time, which might have been $199 or $299. So, the dealer fees were the dock fee and the $99 for the state inspection. But at that time, the state inspection had to be done. The fees that this dealership has come up with
$3,000
are just, they're just outrageous. It's like they have said, we're not going to give up the profit we could have had on these lease returns if they were just lease returns. So instead of us just sitting back and facilitating a customer buying a car that we normally would have liked to have had and been able to sell, we're going to tack on these extra fees so that we can profit from this.
Really? You gotta be kidding me.
Did I tell you what these two were?
I think sort of.
Okay, well, one of them I don't.
I didn't understand the one at all. So
here's the deal. There's two things for really you got to be kidding me. First one is, it's actually a tweet I just tossed out there before we went live. Rivian went public yesterday.
Yes.
That means that the company, you can buy their stock on a stock exchange. The company, Dad, did you know this? Rivian, what do you think they're valued at? How valuable do you think Rivian is? They just started deliveries a couple months ago of their truck.
I think it was a couple weeks ago, not a couple months ago. My understanding was at a certain point yesterday, their what is it called?
Market capitalization.
Their market capitalization surpassed $100 billion. But I think it ended up, some people caught themselves, and it ended up at like $89 billion, which is not bad for a company that's maybe delivered 10 vehicles.
So here's the deal, Pops. For the first part of really, you've got to be kidding me. Rivian's a $100 billion company.
Yes.
That means they are worth more than BP, $95 billion company.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Because they've hardly been around.
Moderna, $90 billion company.
Okay.
General freaking Motors is an $89 billion company, and Rivian is more valuable than them.
And Rivian's track record, there's just so much to go on here.
Uber, Dad, $87.5 billion market cap. So, Uber's in the pockets of every single consumer, but Rivian's got 10 trucks that they've sold. So,
yeah. But the good news is, here's the good news.
Let's hear the good news.
The good news is that Ford owns 12% of Rivian. Amazon owns 20% of Rivian. So they're thinking to themselves, my God, even if they double their deliveries to 20, think of the money we could make.
So, Pops, let this sink in. So Ford's market cap is $79 billion, and they own 12% of Rivian, is what you're saying. Like, how much is Ford actually valued at? Like, that's insane to think about for a moment. And Ferrari stands absolutely no chance. They're only a $63 billion company. So there you go.
And they probably deliver just about as many vehicles as Rivian.
Here's the kicker.
Yes.
This is the article on Automotive News. Let me read this byline to you.
Okay.
After Rivian's stock sale, here's how fresh cash will be used. That's a headline. Here's the byline, or the lead. Rivian will not be profitable.
Truett, he's the guy who wrote it. He gets the byline.
This is the lead. Rivian will not be profitable in the near future, no matter how well its electric vehicles sell.
Wow. Well, based on that, okay, if
what are we doing, Dad? What are we doing?
Based on that, okay, our business should be worth hundreds of millions of dollars because we can't make any money regardless of how. So I don't know. I don't know why I'm living on the bay when I should be living on the ocean if we would just play our cards right. Gee,
This is insane. I mean, literally, it says it right there. Rivian will not be profitable in the near future, no matter how well its electric vehicles sell. What
what does that mean? Why?
why
So
are they, what?
What are people betting on?
Someone bet on us.
Well, that's true.
Oh my
And we
gosh.
did question their sanity. So what the hell?
Ravon is cool. Thank you all. I really adore you guys. Take care. Appreciate that, Ravon. We really, really do. Truly nuts. Don't forget the Amazon order Rivian has. Yeah, U.S. infantry soldier. You're right. No, so they've got things, but still,
There's 100,000 trucks that they're going to produce for Amazon. That is correct. You know, and Amazon's only scooping. Basically, Amazon's getting them at 20% off since they own 20% of the company.
So this was the other really you got to be kidding me for today, Dad. And this is a positive. Really, you got to be kidding me. We've talked about it a few times on the channel before. My mom was a teacher, special ed teacher at that. And one of the things she liked to do was each week she would try and call home to one of the students, their parents, and actually call home not for something bad that happened, but just to like surprise them and be like, hey, your student, your kid, like they did well, because no one ever acknowledges the good things. It's more fun, it's sexier, it's more attractive to just like harp on the negative. We're going to do a really, you got to be kidding me, for a dealership that's doing things right. Yeah. This is Al Sarah Auto Plaza. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. I don't even know if you know where they are or anything like that. But here's what I'm impressed with.
You know what I was impressed with? They've got some of the most handsome staff I've ever seen.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah.
If you scroll down, they have in real time updating their Google reviews. Yeah. And they reply to everyone, good, bad, and ugly. They reply to every single one here.
I didn't see anything other than good.
And I didn't see anything other than good. And look, each of
there's
them,
a 4-star instead of a 5-star.
Yeah, my salesperson Cameron Pender was great. Like my lease was expiring, and with the chip shortage, I was under the wire. This is so. Anyway, Al Sarah, kudos to you. Kudos to you for being out there with your reviews and being upfront. That gets the first ever. Really, you got to be kidding me for doing something right.
Well, you know, it's got to happen occasionally.
Every once in a while.
Yes, one would think.